What's up, guys? Welcome back to the infamous project. If you watched the intro video on my new 2006, well, new to me because the car is 18 years old, but welcome to my new 2006 E60 M5 Alpine White on Silverstone interior, and I can't help myself. I'm already going to get this wheel off and start putting the coilovers in and get my Haman wheels fitted on this car. Just one of those things, a Saturday night, I wasn't motivated to do it, and then I'm just like, you know what, if I just start, once I get the wheel off and start going through the motions, I'll start getting myself motivated and everything else to get the suspension swapped out. Might not do it all here tonight, but if I can get a side done, or maybe I just do the front, or whatever it might be. So that is gonna be, I guess, the first step to getting some of the mods done to this car and getting the car looking the way that I want, sitting right, looking right, and all those good things. Let's get into it. Wheels got to come off. I'll jack the car up, get the wheel off, pop the hood. Look at what we need to do to get the strut out of there. 3 bolts on the top of the strut tower, and then the sway bar, stabilizer link bar, I guess I should say. In this case, we're not working on Fox body here. We'll open up the box, the coilovers, get things sorted, and get this swapped over. So it is now the next day. Managed to make some pretty good headway last night. Got both front corners knocked out and done. Wheels on, and pretty happy with where the ride height is. I went and measured the distance between the spanner rings and the coilovers on the blue M5, and that kind of gave me an idea where I wanted this one to sit and look. So just knocked out the driver's rear corner on this side. And I have to say, things are a little bit more challenging, or takes a little bit more time when you're not just trying to, butcher the old stuff out. Because when I did my blue car, that suspension was so tired with the 200 and something odd thousand miles that were on it, I didn't even care. So I took a cutoff wheel and I was cutting coils right out of the assemblies to give me enough room to maneuver the struts, both front and rear, out of the car without having to use a spring compressor, or in the rear having to take out the one rear bar, stabilizer bar in the back to allow you to kind of snake the complete strut assembly out. So yeah, so far so good. Pretty happy with the way that everything is going. I just have this one rear corner left, and it was the first time that I'm doing it the right way, so to speak. Like I said, I don't want to damage any of the factory stuff because it's still working and in good shape. So if I ever want to revert back or the car gets sold, right, next person can get the original suspension that came in the car. So in the front, I did opt for a 10mm spacer, and things seem to work pretty good. I could maybe go a little bit more aggressive if I want to, but I think I'm going to leave it there. Any bigger in the front, you just get closer to possible vibrations and whatnot, and I don't want to have to get to the point where I'm doing like a bolt-on adapter or anything like that. The rear, a little bit more aggressive. I think they're 15 millimeters. back there, and that's as nice as I want it to look. So that's working out well. So gonna get this last rear corner sorted out here. The car is jacked up. The trunk lid is open, and right, you got to take the rear plastics and everything out. Lots of videos on this stuff, guys, and these will actually be left out for now because I want to do some driving around and check the rebound settings, because the rebound settings are on the tops of the strut assemblies. So you can turn the settings either up or down. So otherwise, you can see how nice and clean and tidy everything in this car is, which is very nice to see. And right, with the plastics out, it'll give me the opportunity to do my LCI rear tail light conversion in the back. We'll get rid of these aftermarket smoked guys here, which these honestly don't look too bad. They've got very much of an LCI look to them, just with the smoke lens, but I don't want the smoke lens in this case. So that's that. Let the time lapse begin, and we'll start taking the rear strut assembly out of here and hopefully get the car back down on the ground and ready for a drive. Although it's not going to be able to go too far, the first stop and course of action is going to be getting this thing to the alignment shop. And we'll make sure that everything is straight and true where it needs to be, because when you are lowering your car down that much, especially on a car that's set up like this, not necessarily a Fox body with a solid axle, when you got independent suspension on each corner, there's a lot of variables that can change and move when you're lowering stuff down. So anyways, let's get to it. Pulling a little bit. Like I said, we need to get to an alignment shop, but I'm just going to take the car down a fairly bumpy road. It's not too far from home, and just kind of get the suspension settled in. Again, it's a good opportunity to listen for any bumps or bangs. And it'll give me a good idea too where I need to possibly adjust the rebound settings on the coilovers, because they're 32-way, and right now I turn them all the way up and back 6 clicks. So I guess that would be at the 26th setting out of 32, 32 being the hardest. So I think that's about where the blue car is riding. Mind you, all cars ride a little different. This one I might go a little bit softer than the blue one. I think the blue one might actually be at 5 clicks, but we seem to be doing okay, other than the steering wheel being a little bit off and a little bit of pulling. This is actually kind of the first drive in this car, to be honest, guys. Like, I drove it down my driveway when the truck picked it up, or sorry, picked it up, dropped it off, and I think I might have taken it down the road and back, but that was the extent of it. I was pretty much parked, traveled for the holidays. See, now this is a good backcountry road here. Not the smoothest, not the roughest, but we got some bangs and bumps and all that stuff to just kind of let everything settle in. And you got to remember, these coilovers are $550. Like, they're nothing special, but they're functional. Like I said, like, considering how bumpy this road is, I feel like they do really well for what they are. We definitely need to chop the resonators out of this car. It's I don't know, too quiet. I can hear the intake, right? My blue car, it's so loud with the exhaust I cannot hear the intake, but I don't know, I just want a little bit more bark, bite, F1 sounds, if you will. All right, guys, so successful trip, successful lowering, successful wheel install, and I'm pretty happy. So now we just need to get down to the alignment shop, and then I can get my interior mods done, get the Android screen installed, get rid of that wood grain, do my LED bulbs on the interior, and oh, I need my Haman front lip, my painter, to get that done so I can get that installed. And I was going to do an LCI headlight conversion, but honestly, guys, these headlights are so clean. Like, look at these things. They look literally brand new. So, to be honest, I think despite how much I hate the amber, I'm going to rock these for now and call it a day. In fact, there, I don't think I had the hood latched all the way down. Actually, I might adjust those. Just get the hood a little bit closer to the bumper there. Easy thing to do. So maybe I'll get that done. But other than that, this is a real nice car. So I'm happy with the outcome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Always more content in the works because I can just never leave stuff alone. So thanks again for your support. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on the Infamous Project.